Hi, my name is Amanda Lauderly, and I'm here with Usborne's Books and More. I'm going to share with you some of my family's favorite activity books. I have a 10-month-old and a 2-year 10-month-old, so we're only just starting our journey into the Usborne collections, but as you can tell, we already have a lot. So I'm going to start with some of the first books my daughter got, which were the sticker books, and I don't know about you, but if you have a young toddler, stickers are the bomb. These books are great because they're reusable, so if you have a little one who wants perfection when placing their stickers, they peel off very easily and they can be replaced. With that being said, it also means that they can peel off the stickers and do whatever they want with them, so watch them with these books if you have a lovely decorator for a child. But these books are wonderful, and it goes through, for this one, our bug book, which I'm pretty sure we're almost done. We've had it for a while. But we start off with like a little area, so this is like the busy bushes, and notice how the busy bushes will have, page 14, 15, and in the back, if you want to do activities with them, the stickers that go there kind of let you know that they go on pages 12 and 13. So if you're kind of somebody who really likes to put them where they belong, 14, 15. So we still have some monarchs to place in the busy bushes. But they kind of tell you what pages they go on, and we would talk a lot about, what kind of bugs here on the forest floor. So it's really educational, and I paired this with another activity, which were our matching games. And it's more than just a little game, so I would compare the sticker day with an activity day, where you have these little board games, and you can pick through it out as you want. But with the board games also is a little book. So we would do the thing where we would open the page and we would read about a bug, and then she had to find the card and place it on the matching spot. So we had a lot of fun reading about things, and then the other day we were looking at a bug, and I was like, ooh, that's a weird bug, I wonder what it is. And she goes, maybe it's a damselfly. And I'm like, maybe it is. So somewhere in her little sponge of a brain she retained some information. Because like, damselfly? Really? But that's what she thought. So that's a really cute thing, and I always like to pair things with matching activities, so the bug stickers with the bug game, and we just kind of learn a lot about bugs, and then maybe we'll go outside and see a damselfly. As she got a little older and was a little bit better about coloring and holding pens, these little coloring books, we got this for Halloween, are great for starting off. They're not as frustrating, so you can kind of see, she colored the one that's already colored. They can go through here's one. Nice open pages, nice big thick lines, so they're not trying to get in these little tiny spots that they can't achieve with their big fat crayons. So they're really nice starting coloring books, kind of reduce frustration. Even when I first got this for her, she still wanted me to color with her, but I think she felt a lot less overwhelmed, and then she can also decorate them herself. So we'll return to this again this Halloween since we didn't finish it. But there's tons of them. There's dinosaurs, there's sea creatures, so you can match them to whatever theme you're going for. But they're really good starter coloring books for little kiddos who maybe get a little overwhelmed with all the tiny coloring spots of other coloring books. Another thing we also jumped into a lot that she'll read these for about 45 minutes in the car. You'll think she's asleep, but really she's just looking at these books. They're Look and Find puzzles, and they're just basically a page, a really busy page with funny little things, and at the bottom it asks you to find these things on the page. She'll find all the things on the page and we'll talk about them, but she's almost 3 now, so she goes in some kind of imaginative world, makes up a story about the animals she sees, but they're very engaging pages, so just instead of giving her a tablet to look at on long car rides, I just give her one of these and she just talks up a storm about them. So I highly encourage you to consider these books as little busy books for in the car when you're doing long trips, or even like normal trips if you're going out to the city for like 30 minutes. They're great books for engagement to kind of keep them from asking, are we there yet? Again, with the growing pen control, we also started using these books, which are wonderful. At first I thought, maybe it's a little hard for her, but that's the point. It practices all these different pen control skills, curves and zigzags and swoops, and then it has some kind of mazes and practice games. And at first it was kind of like, she doesn't really do it. But then I noticed that when I she colored the balloon, made little faces. If I just leave it laying around, she'll just open the page and she'll practice something. Like, she'll decide she's going to practice squares, and then she's going to practice circles, or she's going to color in the balloons and give them lots of eyeballs and a mouth. And I've noticed that if I just leave it around, she'll do it. And then the other day, she's not even 3, she wrote her name all by herself. So when you don't have to direct their play, you kind of just have to invite them to play with some of these skills, and they will surprise you. Gotta love them. If you're trying to encourage skills and they love stickers, this is a great book that we've already almost finished. And we already finished like a year ago, so she just really loves it. But this is just reviewing the alphabet. It has some tracing, matching things that begin with the letters. We'll go back and do the tracing now that she's better at pen control. Matching letters. So there's lowercase letters, matching those up so they come with all the stickers. And we would kind of go through like a section a day. So when she was really little, I would say, okay, I'd pick out A, B, C, and D, and I'd turn to this page and I'd say, okay, can you find A, B, C, and D? And that's all we would do. So before she was 2, she was doing these, but I would always chunk them. So I never expected her to sit down independently and do a sticker book like this. But she did want to do them, she just couldn't attain to the task for very long. And that's okay, because it makes the book last even longer. So if you gave this to like a 5-year-old, they would demolish it, and then you'd be like, oh, that was easy. So definitely, and there's more pages for practicing that we did, I would chunk them and focus on certain letters of the day. So if that's something that you're interested in with your child, slow and fun and easy and never pressure, but absolutely wonderful. And there's another one of these too, so if they go through this one, you gotta buy that other one. And then, if you have a little girl who likes to play dress up, I really like these. I would have loved these when I was little. We have a huge sticker dolly collection. So again, I got this one around Halloween time because, she can't have all the costumes, but she can dress Dolly up in the costumes. And you get these little, well, there's so many. Yeah, I take them out to make them easier. They're perforated, so you can kind of pull out the sticker page and focus on one type of dolly at a time instead of constantly flipping back. But say here is Fall Fairies, and it tells you can find the Fall Fairies on page 18 and 19, and then you go to that page, and look, we've already got a skirt on one of our Fall Fairies, and you can decorate them with their costume. And this is really good for those fine motor skills and getting those little shoes and boots on just right. My daughter has crazy awesome fine motor skills, so this really works for her and her imagination. So before they're old enough to kind of dress and redress their dolls, because it gets really difficult, sticker dollies are kind of fostering that idea of dress up without the struggle of dressing them up with clothes. And that's about it. So there's a ton more activities. These are the ones that we've started off with for now, and we are loving them. So if you ever have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. Thanks for joining me and sharing some of our favorites. Again, I'm Amanda Lauderly, and thanks for watching my Usborne video.